Hello, my name is Santiago Sánchez Dominguez, and today I'm going to talk about my physics project. So, for the first topic that I'm going to be talking about is about the use of the energy in some things that we use in the real life. So they can be like a TV or a computer, and this is one of the I am going to talk about. And TV is the first that I'm going to talk about, and when you turn a television, electrical power is transferred to the television through the power cord. Inside the television, electrical energy is transformed into light and sound energy and thermal energy. So what we can say about this is that the TV that we use, I don't know, all the day in or that we all have in our house, that use electrical energy that is the transformed into light, and it also use sound energy and thermal energy. For the next, it is going to be the washing machine. That is the thing that we use to wash our clothes or anything that you wanna wash. And okay, the washing machines transform electrical energy into mechanical energy, and this in turn, this in turn is transferred to clothes and water in the form of movement to loosen dirt that may be stuck to clothes. So the next thing that I'm going to mention on this topic is the refrigerator. Is the thing that we all use to let in this place the food that we buy in the supermarket or something, but no all food. So the food that need to be cold to do not get worse. So it's so I'm going to start. In the refrigerator, there is electrical energy, which is what drives the motor, condenser, compressor, and evaporator, and also the mechanical energy, which is the potentializer, so that the actions of mobile transfer can be carried out. So in the refrigerator, we can say that it used mechanical energy. And it was all for the first topic. And the next topic that I want to explain about is about natural hazards. So the first example that I'm going to explain here in natural hazards, it is going to be the volcanic eruption. A volcanic eruption is a geological phenomenon characterized to be violent emission on the Earth's surface by a volcano of lava and or tephra accompanied by volcanic gases. And a volcanic eruption occurs when the magma that is inside the volcanoes is generated from inside the earth rises together with the gases that are also inside the volcano. And for worst, the country that has most volcanic eruptions in the year, is Russia. The next one is going to be the phenomenon El Niño, and the El Niño phenomenon, or simply El Niño, sometimes referred to as the El Niño phenomenon, is a phenomenon or event of climatic origin related to the warming of the equatorial eastern Pacific. And El Niño is caused by a warming of the Pacific Ocean that occurs every time. It occurs like in a time lapse of 3 or 7 years. This mass of warm water causes the trade winds to weaken or change direction. So another natural hazard that we can talk about, it is the hurricane. A hurricane is a storm system rotating around an area of low pressure which produces strong winds and heavy rain. Hurricanes are formed by the accumulation of electrical storms that move over warm ocean waters. When warm air from the storms and the ocean surface combine, they begin to rise in eddies. This generates low pressure on the ocean surface. And hurricanes occur in all tropical ocean areas except in the South Atlantic and the South Pacific. Despite the record of the so-called nameless hurricane that generated off the coast of Brazil in March of 2004. The next one is going to be tornadoes. And a tornado is a column of air with high angular velocity whose end is touching the earth and the upper end with a cumulus cloud, or exceptionally like Newton tornado at the base of cumulus cloud. They develop when a strong descending air current reaches the ground, causing a clockwise eddy, again in northern hemisphere. The resist those leaves and other objects that can cause minor or medium damage to homes and other works of infrastructure. So no, well, for first, I am going to explain that these states are going to be from United States because United States is the country that most tornadoes has in a year, and some of the states that are part of a tornado alley are Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, and Nebraska. The city with the highest number of tornadoes is Oklahoma City. Collision of air masses with different properties favors the formation of tornadoes. And the last example that I'm going to give for natural hazards, it is going to be forest fires. A forest fire is a fire that spreads without planning, without management, and without control in forest or wildland, affecting vegetable foods, flora, and fauna. Use of fire, burning of waste, forest waste and stubble, land and garbage dumps, preparation of sites, afforestation, agriculture, livestock or urbanization, criminal, hide or disguise crimes, intentionality, or vandalism. And these are some forms that you can cause a forest fire, but it only can be caused if the plants have not water. And Italy is the country with the most forest fires in the world. And for the last, I wanna say my conclusion for the two topics that I explained. And for the first one, for the use of energy in our things that we use in our all days lives, I think that it's very important to know what type of energy use our things to can say to other people that are going to buy it, or only if you for knowing, so that we can for example that I gave that to explain to someone what type of energy it is, and yes, it can help you. And for the topic of natural hazards, I think that it is the most important topic that I talked about because we all people should know what is a natural hazard and what can do a natural hazard on the world, because you don't know when you are going to be on a in a, I don't know, here in Mexico the most, I think the most thing that we can all live is a earthquake, and we live at our one the last days on September, and I think that is very dangerous that you don't know what is an earthquake, and what when you don't know what to do when it comes. And yes, and it was all for my opinion or my conclusion. And the only thing that I can say is thank you for your attention and have a good day.